your name?
Yeah, we found Paul Revere. That was, the moral of the story is winter is coming.
I should go back in time just a little bit to explain.
There are absolutely no real pies in the northeast of the United States of America.
That's not quite far back enough. 1 second. Ah, this'll do. Hi, I'm Joe. On this trip, I'm traveling to New England to see the leaves change colors in autumn. The plan is to visit 4 states, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. If you've seen some of my other vlogs, you know that I typically travel solo around the world. This time though, I'm traveling with a group of friends. So here I am, Boston Logan Airport. I have the car at hand, and I'm waiting for everybody else to land so I can go pick them up. And then we can go leaf-peeping. Yes, that's what it's called apparently. If you enjoy travel, food, beautiful landscape, and road trips, sit back and enjoy the ride. I'll provide some fall foliage fun facts and tips along the way.
What's up, guys?
Oh my God.
Hi!
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
What's up, Stop?
Hey.
Matt, good to see you, man.
Very nice to see you, sir.
You like our
Welcome. Yes, they're awesome.
We head out to Woodsville, New Hampshire, but not before making one more stop.
It looks like we have a hitchhiker here. Wonder if they want Hitchhike with Joe Mike. Where are you heading? You need a ride?
I guess so.
Well, hop on in.
All right.
Once we have a full crew, the Pajama Mafia and I go grocery shopping. Being in the Northeast, I suddenly get a craving for pie, specifically pumpkin pie because pumpkin is in season in the fall. Along the way, I spot a store that could possibly fulfill the craving. I pull over and go in and ask for pie, and they don't have any.
So I'm on a mission here to get pie, but I couldn't find it, but I found the second best thing.
Hey friends.
Hi.
Can you guys tell me what's going on here?
There's
We did not find pie, but we found apple pie flavored ice cream.
ice cream.
This is a lot.
So this is my replacement for a pie, not finding pie. We got homemade pie ice cream.
Hey, young lady.
Hi.
What's your name?
This is actually really good.
Rate it out of 5.
I would say this is probably 8.75.
Does it taste like apple pie?
It does.
The ice cream has actual pieces of pie crust that are the perfect touch. After spending the night in Woodsville, New Hampshire, we pack up in the morning and head to Vermont to grab breakfast and visit a dog chapel.
Excited for some leaf peeping?
Yeah, some peeping
I'm gonna
in
eat
the
a leaf.
leaves.
I might eat a leaf.
Gonna peep people
Salad.
out. Yeah.
So we're crossing the river right now into Vermont to head to Anthony's Diner, and we have the Welcome to Vermont sign right here. And the significance of this is that this is going to be my 40th state. So I have 10 more to go in the US. Fall foliage fun fact. So if you're interested in doing leaf peeping, obviously it depends on your location and the weather, but generally speaking, mid-October up here in the northeast of the United States is a good time to come. That's when the peak happens. So if you're interested in coming out, just pick a week in mid-October, check out some of the tracking sites, and you'll be good.
I decided to try my luck for homemade pie at the diner.
I have a question. Do you guys have pie?
Yes. So for today, for pie, we have raspberry, we have a pumpkin roll, we have Boston cream, and then cheesecake and strawberry shortcake.
The pie excitement during the meal ends up being short-lived because it's actually a pumpkin roll.
That's a roll.
It's
It's like a curler.
Yesterday, I wasn't able to find pie. We found homemade ice cream that was made from apple pie, but it wasn't pie. And at Anthony's Diner, they had a pumpkin roll, which they considered pie, but it really wasn't pie. So my whole mission here on trying to find some homemade pie up in the Northeast is not going too well.
We decide to walk around this beautiful little town and do some shopping. If you're into antiques, this area is perfect for a great find.
Guys,
We're in a vault.
we're in a wine vault. This wine is worth its value in gold.
No. I don't know when they bought it, but it should be facing down on the cork. I gotta say what.
Steph, what happens when you cross Rocket Raccoon from Marvel with Hawkeye?
You get Rambo.
You got Rambo Raccoon. He's coming out in the next Marvel movie. Here you're at the Dog Chapel.
Thank you.
Boy, what's your name?
Name's Pepper.
Hey. So in case you're wondering what the Dog Chapel is all about, there is a story behind it. And for that story, I'll hand it over to Kavi.
Hi guys. So I asked the lady at the gift shop a little bit more information because I wanted to know. And there's this guy called Stephen Huneck, and he loved dogs so much, and he made like a lot of dog art, like pet art. And then he was diagnosed with this terminal respiratory illness that they said they were not going to survive. He was not going to survive from, and he went into a coma for like 2 weeks. And when he woke up, he wanted to do something with his life, and wanted to do something that he loved, which is dogs and dog art. So he decided to make a chapel, and a lot of people come there and they put pictures of their pets that have passed, and it's a really beautiful place. You should definitely go check it out.
The more you know. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta remember the name of this highway. Something. Kancamagus? Kancamagus. Can't gonna pronounce this. So here's a sit rep. Still haven't found any pie. This trip has turned into more of a pie peeping effort than a leaf peeping effort. I'm gonna go to the beautiful Kancamagus Highway, where we'll see a lot of leaves changing color, and it's supposed to be one of the popular places to go to. So, fall foliage fun fact, Kancamagus Highway should be on your list.
Once on the Kancamagus Highway, be sure to stop along the way to take in the scenery.
Hey! We're leaf peeping.
Peeping some leaves.
Leaf peeping at its finest.
Good amount of people.
So I realized something today. I hit my 40th US state in Vermont. I've also been to 40 countries around the world. So today, October 11th, is my 40-40 celebration for 40 states in the US and 40 countries around the world. Hitchhike with Joe Mike.
Matt, yeah, show us how to do it.
It's kind of bitter. Oh, it's really bitter.
How's it taste?
Bitter.
Try the
So
green
bitter.
one. Try the green.
It is a pretty nice view. Oh, look at that. Leaves are just falling.
Nice butt.
What are you doing?
Cutter scale.
Why'd you park here, Joe?
Look at that view.
No.
5.2.
Trying to find pie at McDonald's. They have actually ski lifts here in this McDonald's. And no pies. Steph, can you tell us what they said about the pies at McDonald's?
They have no pie because they knew Joe Mike was going.
There are absolutely no real pies in the northeast of the United States of America. Fact.
None.
The sunrise brought with it a new day as well as a new opportunity for pie.
Will there be pie here?
I think we found pie. Legit pie. It's craziness. It took 3 states. Yes. Oh, thank you. Wow. That's really good. There's pie. So we've been to 3 states. We've been to Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire. It took 3 states to get legit pie. And I am going to give it a shot.
All right. Just set that in your
Sweet
table.
Maple
We'll bring it
Cafe.
right out to you guys. And you can go ahead. Oh, perfect. I already got the soda.
This is good. This is good. It was worth 3 states in 3 days. But we did it. We did it.
I finally find legit homemade pie. Granted, it is apple flavored and not pumpkin, but it is amazing nonetheless. We head to the car and find a little visitor.
So we're about to cross into Maine, which is my 41st state. And so this is going to be a big deal. I have less than 10 states left.
It is time to celebrate.
I don't know, do they have pumpkin pie?
It gives off the taste.
Pumpkin pie.
Vanilla.
I don't know if they have pie.
So as you can see, this place
what
is
is
closed.
diet
It's
peanut
only
butter?
open Saturdays and Sundays.
What's
No
diet-
pie. Another fall foliage fun fact, if you're in Augusta, take a stroll down the river walk. It's pretty nice.
We decide to go to Riverfront to try some Maine barbecue.
Riverfront.
It's no Texas brisket, but the locally sourced ingredients were delicious.
Winter is coming!
I don't have the heart to tell them that Paul Revere said the redcoats are coming.
No, winter is coming.
As we continue our drive towards Bar Harbor, I see a sign at McDonald's that their pumpkin pie has arrived. While not exactly homemade, it is my final effort to get a pumpkin flavored pie.
Alright, so we actually found pumpkin pie just arrived at McDonald's.
Can I help you?
Yes, hi. I would like some pie, some pumpkin pie.
Okay.
Do you guys want some pie?
I'll do one. Yeah, we'll
Can you make that 3 pies?
3 of the pumpkin?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is all. We got pie. Wait, thank you. Wow. Oh, guys, look at this. I feel like I'm in Vegas with my $100 bills. We got pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie. Look at this.
Give me some of that.
All right. Wow. This is definitely pumpkin.
McDonald's coming in.
It's probably
clutch.
artificially flavored, but it is pumpkin.
Now that the pie peeping adventure has been sorted with the latest pumpkin pie find, it's back on the road towards Bar Harbor, or as they say, Bahaba.
Winter is coming!
As Matt continues his public service announcement for all of New England, we arrive at our lodging.
So we're at the Acadia Sunrise Motel, and we're about 10 miles away from the actual national park, which we'll hit up tomorrow. Check out the leaves, do some hiking, and enjoy. It's small, but cozy.
After getting settled, we head to Bar Harbor for dinner.
Fall foliage fun fact, if you want chocolate or ice cream and a variety of anything that you want, any flavor,
Hazelnut.
you can, including hazelnut, come to the Chocolate Emporium. And it's open late, which a lot of things here aren't. So if
Late
you're
is like 9 o'clock.
Free parking.
quiet on the set. So a continuation of the last fun fact. This place, if you see, has 99-cent scoops. At the end of each season, which basically puts it right at the time of the fall foliage leaf peeping. These guys have 99-cent scoops, and they do that until the ice cream runs out, and then they close until spring. So if you're here for leaf peeping and you want cheap and good ice cream, this is the place to go. All right, we're about to head off to Acadia National Park. I had my own room tonight because I had booked late beyond when the rest of the group booked. So I'm gonna go meet up with them at the car. We'll have breakfast and head to Acadia and do some hiking. I got my hiking gear on and it's all set. This is the official Maine breakfast. We have blueberry pancakes, beans, and a hearty meal with ham.
With a big breakfast literally under our belt, we are ready for Acadia National Park.
And now for our fall foliage fun fact, we're going to Acadia National Park, which should be on your list if you're going to be coming up here to look at leaves.
It definitely has to be on your list.
So for those of you who don't know, Acadia is actually a technical climb where we need spotters like this to make sure that we don't fall off the mountain.
Power grip. See this? His hands. Buddy, winter is coming.
If you're coming to the Bass Harbor Lighthouse, the line is very long, and I think it's because the parking lot's small, and so people have to wait until the lot empties out. And so we came and parked here at a dirt lot to be able to walk in because the line is so long.
The small parking lot is confirmed.
So Kavi, after all that trouble that we went through to find a parking spot in a random dirt lot, to skip the line, to come here to see the lighthouse.
I want a refund.
Yeah, I don't know if it's completely worth it.
It's a little underwhelming, but
it is underwhelming. But if you want to do it,
but it's still pretty. Like not the lighthouse, but the other, you know.
like this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff's pretty nice. So while the lighthouse is a little bit underwhelming, if you come to the east side of it, climb down the rocks, you can see the sunset. So that's the fall foliage fun fact. I saw you. You guys done shopping? I'm so hungry.
Yes.
Well,
I'm
we
sure.
we
I
can
was
shop.
forced to buy it because I opened it up.
We can shop even more because we didn't even get a call for saying that our table's ready.
But I'm so hungry.
After what felt like 700 minutes later, we get a call that our table is ready.
Yeah, we're eating finally.
I ordered butternut squash soup and a salmon entree, and I have to say both are amazing.
Today's our last day on this trip. And we're in Ellsworth right now in Maine. We are going to go to a Sri Lankan restaurant to have breakfast / lunch, and then take Highway 1 along the coast back to Boston. We have a flight at 5 a.m. and no hotel, so we're going to be basically out and about until 2 a.m. and then head to the airport. So it's gonna be a long day. It's our last full day of our fall foliage trip, and we'll see what adventures today brings.
We explore Ellsworth while we wait for the restaurant to open.
Here with a resident Sri Lankan who actually called her mom in Sri Lanka to share the news that we found a Sri Lankan place in Maine. Kavi, tell us what we're eating.
So this is a traditional Sri Lankan curry. This is called an eggplant samballs. It's basically like eggplants and Sri Lankan spices, turmeric, all of the stuff. And this is the deviled potato, which is like a spicy, dry potato. And that's what we're eating. And there's a little bit of lime pickle too that's on my plate.
Then it's off towards Boston on the scenic Highway 1. We plan on stopping in Old Orchard Beach to explore the boardwalk, but we find out that most of the activities have closed for the season once we arrive.
Fall foliage fun fact. Something to keep in mind is that many things are at the end of the season here around October. So if you come out to see the fall foliage, you will find a lot of things that are closed. But what's not closed is the beach.
We leave the area at nightfall and complete the final leg to Boston.
Made it back to Boston.
We explore Boston late at night and stumble across a statue of none other than Paul Revere. The trip has come full circle. I ask my friends for their final thoughts, and once the production crew is ready, I begin recording.
Okay, final thoughts. The Kancamagus Highway. That's been on my bucket list since a year ago. And I thought it was really pretty. And Paul Revere, I don't know. We saw Paul Revere.
Up until now, the best part was definitely the Kancamagus and being in Vermont. The views were insanely beautiful. But up until now, I hadn't had a cannoli from Boston, from Bova's, during Italian Heritage Month. And yeah, we found Paul Revere. The moral of the story is winter is coming.
I'm gonna have to give this trip a 7.9 out of 10. Pretty good. As a vegan, that was a little bit of a struggle finding vegan options out here on the East Coast, in case anyone watching is vegan and is curious about that. But you know, happy cow is your best friend. I'd have to say the highlight of the trip was probably the views we saw at Dog Mountain. But otherwise, the best part really was just not taking ourselves too seriously amongst a group of friends.
My final thoughts. My highlight is, other than hanging out with these people who I don't see very often, well, and you, my favorite part was definitely the dog chapel. That was freaking amazing. If you are curious about hanging out in the East Coast, do it. You will not regret it. Get a group of friends, friggin' road trip it.
So this marks the end of another Hitchhike with Joe Mike adventure. This one, I wasn't alone. I was with a group of 4 friends, but it was a really good time, and it was a little bit different in that the timing was important. If you want to do leaf peeping in the northeast of the United States, you have to do it mid-October. And the one thing to keep in mind is that a lot of things are closed because it is after season. There is a lot that has happened here over the course of the history of our country, including this house here. This is Paul Revere's house. There's a lot of history in the northeast of the United States, and it is a truly beautiful place.
I highly recommend folks planning a trip to the area to experience the beauty of the seasonal transformation coupled with the charm of New England. Here is a summary of the fall foliage fun facts I have covered so far on our 900-mile road trip. I would be remiss if I don't mention Cadillac Mountain in Acadia National Park. Advanced planning is required to see a sunrise there, and be sure to check the weather and bring warm clothing.
It is late at night, 2:30 a.m., and we're heading to the airport.
Brace yourselves! Brace yourselves for winter! We have one fight left for the 2021 season of humans! Winter is coming! That is all!
And with that final announcement, we wrap up our trip. Please check out my other adventures, including a 6-episode web series of my 9,000-mile road trip with a unique twist, or my solo adventures around the globe to places like Thailand, Iceland, and Antarctica.
Excuse me, ma'am.